prime creator of all that is, we are, and here we are, finding ourselves in a quiet space of connectedness. When there is frenzy all around, this space we are in right here, right now, gives us respite from the crazy of the mental madness. Pause, and breathing in brings us back to Source. For it is Source that is our beginning and our familiar home. Consider we are tethered to that sacred place, that we are free to go, to roam as far afield and as amok as we choose, but that our tether is our lifeline. When we roam too far, when influences are not in alignment with from whence we came, doesn't it make sense that when we find ourselves in struggle, emotional pain, addiction, whatever, what we are really needing to realize is that our sacred space is too far away, too intangible, or too forgotten. That we need to remember our tether, our connection to the one prime source creator that imagined us into the all of existence. Thank you, God Creator. Thank you for who we are. Thank you for the breath that reminds us that we are of you and you of us in this truly divine and perfect creation with every imaginable and unimaginable permutation. True freedom is knowing that our stretching the limits and its consequences, sometimes seemingly unbearable or futile, is really the path to home, that we are free to go far out and away so long as we remember our tether, our connection that is ever present. It only takes the thought to pull us back to alignment with the beautiful being that was created by the One, that is us. Let it be so, and so it is. I want to welcome everyone to this presentation of our instrument, which is going to be activated by our Court of Record on Salem. It's a civilian common law court of record. And we are doing a caveat to will, probate, and open court, our court. July 21st at 2025 at 10:30 a.m. at the plaza facing Salem Capitol. This is a subpoena ducis tecum and subpoena testificandum seeking constitutionally correct remedy. It is directed to the Office of Secretary of State Tobias Reed, to whom we sent a return receipt requested certified original of this instrument, and to the rest, there are about 9 others to whom we sent copies of the original. That being one is Deputy Secretary of State Michael Kaplan. So Office of Secretary of State Tobias Reed and Deputy Secretary of State Michael Kaplan at issue. Number 1, Article 7 amended is de facto from November 8, 1910. It is fraud. Acquiesce or rebut in open court. Number 2, provide a copy of our Oregon Constitution circa 1909 prior to the fraud. The Oregon Supreme Court Justices Megan Flynn, Stephen Bouchon, Bronson James, Arun Amasi, Rebecca Duncan, Christopher Garrett, Roger DeHoog, and counsel Lisa Lampe, and I have her actual correct name, Lisa J. Norris Lampe, State Court Administrator Nancy Cozine, Legislative Counsel Dexter Johnson, and Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield. Number 1, Article 7 amended is de facto from November 8, 1910, and is therefore fraud. Acquiesce or rebut in open court. Oregon State Bar Leaders, quote, ORS 2.020, 2.540, and 3.050, and identify claim number 1 that Article 7 amended is de facto from November 8, 1910, that it is fraud. Acquiesce or rebut to our open court. The claim has been made and is being made that Article 7 amended is constitutional by the printed documents from the legislature for 115 years. Our court has found your published claim fraudulent. This is your opportunity to defend the claim or acquiesce and default. Number 2, provide a copy of our Oregon Constitution circa 1909 prior to the fraud. Statement of fact. We are in Article 3, one Supreme Court, claiming original jurisdiction combined with Amendment 7, a civilian common law court of record. With regard to Article 7 amended, it is the province of the court to judge the law, that of the jury to decide the facts. Remedy for a man or woman with our progeny against the state is found in Article 3. Mukini 303 hides our Article 3 courts. In suits in common law, judges decide on matters of less than $20. And then we have a full faith and credit governing law is established in this document at this time to be, and there's a list of that, which you can read on our scroll here. And then on Oregon, without the state of Oregon, the AKA all caps state of Oregon, within the United States of America, the constitutional Article 4, Section 4, Republican form of government. I have a long bona fides that's included in the document, the instrument, and on it included is the proof of service to the following, which I will read. Tobias Reed, Secretary of State, who got the original, and copies were sent by mail to Michael Kaplan, Deputy Secretary of State, to Casey Cotting, Superintendent, Oregon State Police, to Lieutenant Colonel Rocky Kumlin, Oregon National Guard, to the State of Oregon, DAS, care of Shelley Hoffman, Michael Reese, Director of the Oregon Department of Corrections, Maya Kehoe, President of the Oregon State Bar Board of Governors, Lisa J. Norris Lampy, Counsel for the Oregon Supreme Court, Nancy Cozine, State Court Administrator for the Oregon Supreme Court, Chris Strickler, Director for the Department of Motor Vehicles, and Dan Rayfield, Oregon District Attorney. So we hope to see you on Salem on the 21st of July at 10:30 a.m. across from the State House. Thank you for taking this seriously. This is a subpoena. Thank you.
Hi, this is Eric Dover from the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly, and this is an open letter to the sheriffs on Oregon. Sheriffs one and all, the ball is in your court. We kicked it into your jurisdiction, which is separate from ours. Alas, it really is one team, you and us. It is, or rather should be, one jurisdiction. Your training, probably from childhood, has been to join the realm of the corporate jurisdiction, which is the entity that pays you to do what you do. You can join our team, that of the people, with a simple turn of a mind switch. A tool to assist in this process is to consider taking a proper oath to the proper Constitution with its original jurisdiction and with the laws of nature and of nature's God, as stated in our unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. The last several months we have posted and made publicly available what we consider a proper oath for the persons in our governance. Sheriffs are our first effort at insisting on a proper oath, whereas the sheriffs who are in their county position to protect and defend the people from ticketing or sending people to the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts that should not be. From governance, overreach, and taxation to take seniors' equity, their forever home, and all they possess by enforcing convictions. It's like a shift in the mind. It is the recognition of one's allegiance to the life and that which is God-given. Rather than criminalizing living God-made beings for a dead corporate entity, our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach. Taking a solemn oath is needed for there to be remedy in our authoritative system of governance. Once a sheriff cognizes the importance of the proper oath, they can see themselves as one with the people rather than a corporate entity meant to enforce our compliance to the bidding of the state. Therein is offered greater freedom, cooperation, and peace in all our dealings. Let it be so.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. And then he jumps out of the car. And he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.